Carole White. She was known as the Battersea Bardo, a girl from South London who rose to stardom playing tough, tragic women in gritty British dramas. Carole White burned bright in the 1960s, but fame came at a cost. Carole White was born in Hammersmith, London in 1943. She grew up in a working-class family in Battersea, a far cry from the red carpets she'd later walk. From the age of 5, she had small parts in movies and TV shows. Everything changed in 1966 when Carole starred in Ken Loach's groundbreaking TV film, Cathy Come Home, a harrowing story of homelessness and poverty in modern Britain. Her performance was raw, real, and unforgettable. The film was seen by over 12 million people. It shocked the nation, influenced public opinion, and even changed housing policy. Overnight, Carole became the face of social realism. She wasn't just acting, she was Cathy. Then came her role in the 1967 movie Poor Cow, starring Terence Stamp. Riding high, Carole set her sights on Hollywood. In 1969, she starred opposite Alan Bates in The Fixer, and later with Orson Welles in The Man Who Had Power Over Women. She married 3 times and had 2 sons. But behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Fame didn't bring happiness, it brought pressure. She began using drugs and drinking heavily. Friends said she was trying to escape the loneliness of stardom. By the 1970s, her career was stalling. Roles became fewer, and her addiction worsened. In a 1982 autobiography titled Carole Comes Home, she wrote with painful honesty about her struggles, including abusive relationships and a breakdown. In her final years, Carole returned to London and lived quietly. But peace was fleeting. In September 1991, at just 48 years old, Carole White died. The cause? Officially, a liver condition. But many believe her years of addiction had finally caught up with her. Her ashes were scattered in Battersea, the place where it all began. Her life was a whirlwind of beauty, brilliance, and heartbreak. Carole White was more than a star. She was a mirror to her generation. She showed us the raw, unfiltered truth of British life and paid a heavy price for it. Imogen Hassall. She was the epitome of glamour, a rising star whose beauty captivated audiences around the world. But behind the glitz and the headlines lay a tragic story of heartbreak, frustration, and unfulfilled dreams. Imogen Hassall was born on 25 August 1942 in Woking, Surrey, England. She attended prestigious schools like Elmhurst Ballet School and the Royal Ballet School at White Lodge. Her early training in dance and drama shaped her into one of Britain's most striking actresses of the 1960s and 1970s. Imogen's career took off in the late 1960s when she began appearing in films like The Long Duel, 1967, starring Yul Brynner, and El Condor, 1970, starring Lee Van Cleef, and many episodes of top TV shows including The Saint, The Persuaders, and The Avengers. She had a starring role in the cult classic When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth, 1970. Her role as Ayak in this prehistoric adventure showcased her stunning looks, but also highlighted the typecasting that would plague her career. Despite her popularity, she struggled to break free from superficial roles that emphasized her beauty over her talent, being dubbed the Countess of Cleavage by the tabloids. While Imogen dazzled on screen, her personal life was marked by heartbreak. She married actor Kenneth Ives in 1969, but their marriage ended after their newborn daughter tragically died just days after birth. Her second marriage to Scottish actor Andrew Knox lasted only a few months before ending in divorce. Imogen's relationships were turbulent. She dated Alan Whitehead from the band Marmalade, but found herself increasingly isolated as her career stalled. The pressures of fame, typecasting, and personal loss weighed heavily on her mental health. In November 1980, Imogen was preparing for a holiday with actress Susanna Lee. Tragically, she never made it. On November 16th, she was found dead in her Wimbledon home at just 38 years old. She had overdosed after battling depression for years. Friends revealed she had attempted suicide multiple times before. Her death shocked fans and underscored the devastating toll of fame on vulnerable stars. Imogen is buried at Gap Road Cemetery, London. Imogen Hassall may not have achieved lasting stardom, but she left an indelible mark on entertainment. Her beauty was legendary, But it's time we remember her for more than just glamour, for her resilience in an industry that often failed to value her talent. Today, she is remembered as a symbol of British and Hollywood cinema's golden age and its darker side. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost behind the glittering lights. Carole Lesley. She was supposed to be Britain's answer to Marilyn Monroe, but her story ended in a mystery that still haunts fans. Meet Carole Lesley. At 16, she ran away from home with just 2 shillings and dreams of stardom. She went from selling ice cream in a cinema to being the star on the screen. By the 1950s, she was a blonde bombshell rivaling Diana Dors. She was jet-setting to Paris, posing for glamour shots, and lighting up the box office in hits like Doctor in Love. But the higher you rise, the harder you fall. When a major role was axed and her studio contract was dropped, the glamour vanished. Carole disappeared into a quiet, suburban life she never wanted. Years later, she was a recluse in her semi-detached home, hiding pills in the garden, and ranting about the gowns she used to wear, dead at just 38. The coroner said suicide, though family insisted accident. No note left. Today, Chelmsford honors her with Carole Lesley Court Flats on her old cinema site.